Gears of War 4. Who's hyped? I'm hyped. There's our man. One thing that I love about Gears of War 4 is just how much customization it has. Look at all these weapons. Look at all the camos. There's so many. Am I feeling dodgeball or am I feeling arms race? That's the question. Oh, there you. Oh, look how spectacular Oscar is. Oh, he's so majestic. Look how pretty he is. He's so beautiful. So I decided we'd try out arms race because I had a sudden change of heart that, you know, we should give arms race a chance. Arms race is fun. Gears of War 4, 10 out of 10 would let it penetrate me again. Oh, Betty. Betty. I need to tell you something. What is it, Stuart? I've always had feelings for you. But Stuart, this isn't the time for that. We're in the middle of a war zone. I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it in much longer. Oh, Stuart. You make my knees weak. I love you. I love you too. Kill me. So we're playing Halo 5 now because Gears of War is being a dick. I'm doing that thing you do when a game won't start up properly and then you like go off the game and you go back on the game but it still doesn't work. So what you do is you play a different game to then close the first game and then go back to the first game after you've played a bit of the second game so the first game opens up properly so you can play the first game. So even though you want to play the first game, and even though you want to do stuff with that, and you have a good idea for it, and you know what you want to do, because the game sucks dick, you can't do it, and nothing, it just doesn't work out, and it's a piece of crap! I don't mind though, I like Halo 5. I think I have an addiction to coffee. There's some days that I have like 5 cups in a row. Is that bad for you? It doesn't even affect me anymore. Like, before I go to bed, I have like 3 cups of coffee. But it doesn't make me feel awake. I just drink, it's like water to me. Like, is that meant to happen? If it's like, you can drink it like water, is that when it's like gone beyond, like, that's when you're gonna die? I like Americanos. I feel like Americano is the purest of coffee. If you can find a place that makes a good Americano, you better like that place on Facebook. Give it that thumbs up. Because like anyone can make a strong coffee, like an espresso, you just put like a crap ton in. But anybody can just fill coffee with like sugar and milk and make it taste nice, like with Starbucks' specials and like cappuccinos and that. But see, to make a coffee, but water down that coffee, but make it perfect so it doesn't taste like coffee flavored water. You gotta find that balance, and I have found very few places that get that balance right. Americano is the key. I think it's underrated, even though it's one of the most popular coffee. Like, I feel like people don't respect it enough as being like the king of coffee. It's so pure. Yeah, it needs skill. Is oh my god. Oh, thank you. Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, it took forever. It took so long. Oh, I'm in. I'm in the game. Why am I JD though? I'm meant to be Oscar. Gears of War 2. What? What the fuck? Ah! What? Ooh. I like this gun. What? Gears of War 2 is my favorite Gears of War. I don't know, it had the right amount of everything. The campaign felt like a big campaign. There was a lot of monstrosities. There was the big worm thing. Who remembers the worm? I do. I loved that thing. I thought it was so cool. It was so big and it destroyed things. Ah! You could ride the Brumac and everything. You got into a fist fight with one of those spider things. Scourge was really cool. The multiplayer was good. Well, Gears of War multiplayer is just Gears of War multiplayer, I mean. But the maps, I thought the maps were good. It had the best horde to me. The difference between Gears of War 2 horde and then the other hordes was that it was just difficult. Like these other ones, like they rely on like bosses. But I always fight, like I still struggle with like normal difficulty. Gears of War 2 horde. But I struggle with this horde because there's like the bosses. They're the only thing that's really difficult. Anyway, Gears of War 2 is my favorite. For whatever reason, I was never a fan of Gears of War. Ah! I was never a fan of Gears of War 3. But the campaign anyway, I thought the campaign was a bit meh. Especially after Gears of War 2. You might think differently. You might think the Gears of War 3 campaign was good. I just don't. And I want to know, why in Gears of War 3, why did everybody look like the exact same? Yet Cole looked old as balls. Out of all of them, he aged, man. Like, Dom got a beard, but he just looked more rugged. He didn't look old, but like, Cole, like, he just went downhill fast. Multiplayer was good though, I like the multiplayer. What was that?! Judgment. I don't know if I liked or disliked Judgment. The campaign was the worst one. Okay, no. What the fuck is it with Cole? Like, why, like, in Judgment, he looked super young. Like, okay. And then, in Gears of War 3, he looks, ah! In Gears of War 3, Cole looked like shit. Why? But everyone else in between those games basically stayed the same. Why did they change him? So, why? I think Gears of War 2 is my favorite, because that was the first one I played. I got that, Halo 3, and Modern Warfare 3, all at the same time. Even though I'd say Halo's my favorite franchise, Halo 3 was the one I played the least out of all. Which is surprising to me, because Halo 3 is regarded as a good Halo. Is it? I don't really know. I just said that. I don't know if that's true or not. Modern Warfare 3, because, you know, Call of Duty was all right back in those days. That was the one I played most out of the 3 games. Gears of War being the second most. When I played Gears of War 2, I think my first experience with it was Horde. I think that's the thing I played first before the campaign. I remember there was a wretch. There was a wretch that came up because I had no clue what was going on. The map was like dark, And it was scary, and because if you're not used to the way to move about in this game, then it's disorientating at first. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then... oh, and then it like started attacking me, and it terrified me. It was the creepiest thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, just... what? So tell me what your Gears of War 4. And tell me what your first game was on the 360, or PS3, or Nintendo Wii, or whatever console that you want to pick from. Just tell me what your first game was for it. And goodbye. I'm doing awful.